You're watching a clip from the Club podcast.
Make sure you follow it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give it a 5-star review.
What's happening, everyone? Now, just before we start this clip, I need to let you know that it is NordVPN's 11th birthday. So not only are they giving you a huge birthday bonanza gift, but they are giving you a massive discount as well.
It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
And to claim this, all you have to do is head over to nordvpn.com/theclub and you can claim their great offers.
If you're looking to watch any sports or movies from other countries, NordVPN is the best service out there to do that.
And check this out for an incredible product. One NordVPN login can be used for 6 different devices.
nordvpn.com/theclub and you can get some of their exclusive offers. And guess what? It's cheaper than a cup of coffee. Yes, cheaper than a cup of coffee. I mean, these coffees down in London these days, have you seen the price? So go over to NordVPN and get on their deal.
Right, let's start the clip.
Talking about the League Cup final, the finalists, Manchester United, Marcus Rashford has been in unbelievable form. He's now recorded 24 goals for the season, 8 assists. That's 32 goal contributions. His biggest goal scoring season of his career so far. That's 4 of the last 5 seasons now where he scored 20 goals plus. We're only in February. We had a World Cup. Marcus Rashford, is he, and this is what's written on the plan in front of me.
Here we go.
Is he the best player in the world right now? Right now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right now.
He is.
No,
he's
he's not.
definitely the best player in the Premier League at the moment. And,
Yeah, in the league, maybe.
And so what are you going to do? Start talking about Victor Osimhen or something?
No, I'm going. No. You know, I'm not that kind of guy.
Right, okay.
That's low
glad-
from you.
I'm glad-
We're having a good
yeah.
one today. And
Sorry.
that was low from
Hold
you.
on a minute. Can I just say, if you know who Victor Osimhen is, that's not low. What do you mean that's
I mean,
low?
he's going football hipster. He's going Napoli, all that.
Napoli are a very good team.
A few months ago, Messi had one of the best performances in his whole career to win a World Cup for Argentina.
He also lost against Saudi Arabia.
This weekend, he scored a free kick in the French league. It's an unbelievable free kick as well. Until Messi retires, you cannot tell me.
I think the best
Rashford's
footballer in the world
but
at the
no,
moment.
I have to say it as a
That's
fan.
not the
Buvey,
question
Marcus
that we're
Rashford.
asking.
But Marcus
He's the best
Rashford
player in the world at the moment.
Buvey, Marcus Rashford at the moment,
Yeah.
he's having a season that ultimately, when we are looking back at it on history is going to be so kind to it. It's a season comparable to. Do you remember that season Van Persie had, or that season Luis Suarez had, or that season Mohamed Salah had?
Do you really think
Marcus Rashford is having a season like that? He's carrying Manchester United. He's carrying a club the size of United on his shoulders. When it all went wrong for Ten Hag, you know, when Cristiano Ronaldo, after the game against Fulham when Garnacho scored, Cristiano Ronaldo decided to make it all about him. And the 18 Premier League goals that were scored by Cristiano Ronaldo last year were no more. The 24 goals in all competitions were no more. I think you and I could have easily sat together and ridiculed. They're never going to find those goals. They're never going to score those goals. They will not be able to replace Cristiano Ronaldo this season. And as a result, they'll finish 7th. Marcus Rashford went, do you know what? Okay, watch this. Game on.
He's been
and him and Ten Hag have been exemplary. And I don't think there is a better footballer. I think you're obviously right if we look at football over the last year or decade or whatever. It's messy, of course.
And there's players with more ability than him. That's not the question.
I'm not saying
Who's the best? Who's the form footballer? The form footballer in the world at the moment, in my opinion, is Marcus Rashford.
Yep, he's on top of his game right now. And I hate to say, I told you so, because we have had so many debates about Marcus Rashford over the years. And last year, when people were discussing Marcus Rashford, after he had such a poor season, everyone was talking about him like that was the true Marcus Rashford. And like I said, this is the 4th out of 5th seasons where he scored over 20 goals. Last season was the anomaly. This isn't an anomaly. This is Marcus Rashford. And I think he's benefited from Erik ten Hag's coaching. He's benefited from the team being a team. It's more about the team. I know you said he's kind of carrying United, and in terms of the goal contribution, he is, because he's a big part of our goals. And I think everyone else that is near him, I think we've got a lot of players on like 5 or 6, but no one's really close to him. And I think so he's carrying us in terms of goals.
He's dealing with Wout Weghorst playing as a number 10.
That's mental.
But the team in itself is absolutely unbelievable in terms of, you know, how we function as a team, the tactics and everything. And he's benefiting from that. Other players are benefiting from that. And I think when you look at where Marcus Rashford was last year and where he is now, and you look at Jadon Sancho as well, I think Jadon Sancho can look at Marcus Rashford and go,
oh, what a goal he scored the
I
other
can
day.
get back to my form at Borussia Dortmund. Because when we had that debate with Miles in last week, I know we kind of made a few jokes and we chucked John O'Shea about and all that kind of thing. And it was
You
funny.
did that.
But
You did that, by the way.
like, it was relevant to the point
He said
you
it
were
was
making.
funny. He acknowed his own joke.
Yeah.
You know, somebody brought up John O'Shea.
It wasn't
really
funny. It wasn't funny.
Very,
He brought
up-
somebody brought up John O'Shea. It's really witty.
No, but the point I was making
Who
was
did
when
that?
you look at Jadon Sancho at his best, and we've seen him at his best. I think there was that season where he had 20 goals, 20 assists. Only Messi had more goals and assists than him. Like we've seen what Jadon Sancho can do, and at the top level in the Champions League. And so I'm hoping Ten Hag can get Sancho back up there as well, because it'd be absolutely massive. The
biggest
thing,
thing-
Marcus Rashford's been a joy to watch.
No, I think the biggest thing for me has
And he's
to
the
be,
best player in the world right now.
in your opinion, he's not John O'Shea, that's for sure. But the big thing for me, and we especially with social media and stuff like that, we like to go on these highlight reels. We like to look at the analytics. Do you know what Rashford's doing really well? He's doing the simple things really well. He's hitting the corners low when he finishes. He's taking a touch. The amount of times last season he couldn't even control the ball. He was thinking ahead of himself. And
No, he's playing so well. And if he were to win, say everything that I've said about him earlier, you know, I was like lavishing the praise. Say on the weekend, I think there's a fairly significant chance this happens. Say he wins Manchester United the League Cup. All of a sudden, it's not up for debate. Yeah, like suddenly his goals.
I think that narrative with Rashford, it was so complicated. I know he had the kind of the charitable stuff he's doing on the side, and then it's about his what position and the kind of comparisons to Mbappe. It gets too complicated. A coach has come in, Erik ten Hag. Whatever you say about the guy, whatever you say, he's made him a simple footballer again. Used his pace to the best of his ability. He is a good finisher. We saw it when he first broke through, when he slotted one past, I think it was Joe Hart, when he turned Di Michaelis inside out. That's who he is. He's not Lionel Messi. He's not going to carry the ball 50 yards and do something unbelievable, but he's going to run onto something. He's going to hit something first time early. He's got unbelievable physical attributes.
Though, I think you kind of, I get the point you're making, but just to push back on that a little bit, I think we have seen aspects of him where he's completely improved his all-round game. I think when you look at the catalogue of goals he's scored this season, we know he can score set pieces. We know he can score from inside the box. The winner he scores against City is from like 6 yards out. We've seen him pick up the ball against, I can't remember who it was in the Cup. It might have been West Ham in the League Cup or something. And just, you know, run from the halfway line and smash one in from the edge of the box. We've seen him score all different kind of goals. Headers.
Way better.
He missed a header against Newcastle earlier in the season in a 0-0. And I remember thinking that cost us 2 points. And then a couple of weeks later, he scores a few winners with headers and he's improving his game constantly. And I think he's becoming a more all-round player as well.
Bullet header against Leeds, wasn't it?
Joy to watch. Yeah.
What's his, just a question to you, Adam, when he looks back at his career in 20 years, give me a player that is comparable to the quality of Marcus Rashford that he ends up with.
You know what it is? It's difficult to say because...
Is he a Dwight York type in terms of that career?
It's different to those kind of players.
But I'm talking legacy.
No, but Dwight York
was a top
won a
Premier League
treble,
legend.
so it's like Marcus Rashford so far has won a Europa League, a League Cup, an FA Cup.
I'm not talking about the trophies, because we can't
trophies.
define it, because it could be City winning loads of trophies.
He could go on. If he goes on and wins the next league for United, and he becomes the guy that leads us to win the next league, and we have not won one for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
You know how that goes a long way to cementing his status. I also made it a point a year ago where I said, and look, he's got to go a long way. I think he's like 140 goals off it, but he's 25 years old, remember? I think he goes on and beats Rooney's record.
I've always been backing you on that.
And that's a legacy thing.
Mate, Rory said...
That's a legacy thing.
We did a video a few years back. He said he was Everton. Rory did. And Leicester.
You said that.
No, I didn't.
It's gone back.
Rory said that. Cut to Rory, please.
I don't have the energy.
Everton, he said that.
I don't have the energy.
He said Everton, bruv.
Trust me.
I think
receipts out there.
I think Adam saying that he will break Rooney's record is very optimistic for Marcus Rashford. I'm not saying it's impossible.
I've been saying it since his debut, so it's like a thing that I've been going with. Like, to be going, you know, when I seen him make his debut, I was like, he's going to beat his record.
I think you're a good political operator, by the way. You didn't give me an answer. What
was the question?
Will he end up as good as someone as a Dwight York, a Les Ferdinand?
He'll be a bigger legend than Dwight York.
I'm not saying legend. In terms of, as a footballer, what's his ability?
He's not a better footballer than Dwight York.
No, he'll be a bigger United.
Yeah, he'll be a bigger because he's Mancunian and all that.
I'm not saying about the United legend.
But
will he be a Les Ferdinand standard striker? Or would he be as good as that or not?
Got more to his game. I know Les Ferdinand was a number 9 though.
Ferdinand was a class.
The game's different.
I'm just wondering.
That's no disrespect. I think Les Ferdinand was
I'm just trying to get to the point.
He can go on to be world class. He's not world class yet.
No, he's not a world class footballer.
He could become world.
He's in world class form. He's in world class form at the moment.
Let's say Manchester United get new owners.
5 strikers in the world.
We're going to get new owners here. And let's say this team push on and go on and challenge for Europe and potentially league titles and win a couple of those things over the next year. And Marcus Rashford's a big part of that team. And he finds this form consistently There's no reason why he can't go on to be one of the best players in the world. And his legacy then will be cemented.
Being Mancunian, everything that he's done off the pitch, I can see him becoming like truly iconic at that club.
Oh, definitely.
Like statue level.
Definitely.
Statue level footballer. But
But in terms of ability,
no, in terms of a bit, like, you know, when you brought up Dwight York,
it's different questions.
Adam's far.
that is a question I've always said to you.
His
and
footballing
you've about
ability,
statues and all that.
he's in world class form, but he needs to demonstrate this form for more than
Dwight York's
the 8
a better
weeks.
poacher, a better finisher.
Yeah.
Clever
You know,
as well, man.
you know, his movement and his runs were incredible in terms of a number 9. Put him on the left, and Rashford's a better
slightly
player. That's where
different,
Rashford
slightly
plays
different.
on the left.
Yeah.
And football's different now. You're playing a front 3.
Yeah.
They were playing in 2s. Do you know what I mean? And also, Dwight York on a treble. So it's like,
It's hard,
if I
it's
say
hard.
now Rashford's going to be regarded higher than him, people are going to think, oh my God, Dwight York on a treble. It's not what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I think
it's an interesting debate because there is a debate out there at the moment.
He'll
Is
become a
is
United
it
legend.
form or is it class?
And if we're going to go on and have a big era of winning trophies, which we hope to do,
yeah.
he's going to be a huge part of that. Marcus Rashford can be world class though. He
I
can.
agree.
I think he's
I
in
agree.
world class form, but he needs to
He's not
demonstrate
world-class
this
yet.
form. He needs to demonstrate this form for
got a few little
sustained periods.
Yeah, you need to play at a world class level for probably a year before
And do it in the Champions
4 or
League.
5 years for sure.
And do it in the Champions League.
For the legacy that a Benzema, Lewandowski's got, that's what I'm trying.
Let's say he has this season, next season, in the Champions League,
Yeah.
and he's scoring goals and he's getting, I don't know, 25, 30 goals. Then
Yeah,
you go,
of course.
he's world class.
Big,
you know what I mean?
big question mark scoring goals in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
course it
Although
is.
hat trick against Leipzig and that.